Yo, what's going on, YouTube family? This is AD, aka AD Beats LV, the AD's Reaction Channel. Back with another video. I'm gonna show you guys, give you a little tour of the city. There's been a lot of violence going on. They ran a story about it was a little while ago during the weekend. There's like 4 homicides or whatever, and they were on all different areas of Vegas. And I just want to give you guys a tour of each spot or whatever, because one of the like 2 of the spots is kind of shocking that something would happen way out there. But you know, stuff can happen anywhere, right? But it's like in one area is like a really good area, so I'm just take you on a little tour. You know, if you're interested on the things that go on behind the glitz and glamour and the lights of the strip. You know, it's a regular old city, and a lot of stuff goes down. That's why they call it Sin City, not just because of the strip either. You know, Vegas has a long history of violence, the mob, all that. But, you know, I just want to give you a little look behind the scenes, behind the glitz and glamour of the strip and the lights and all that, which is cool. But I just want to show you some different areas. It's pretty interesting. So let's get right into it. Like, share, subscribe if possible. I'm trying to grow my channel, just keep doing videos. I'm gonna be doing more videos on other topics and other things other than Vegas, but I figure I just started out with something I know very well, and people who are inquisitive or, you know, curious to see different parts of the town. Maybe you think about maybe moving here. You know, the real estate is still kind of good a little bit, but it's going up because we got professional teams coming. We got the A's coming. We already got, you know, hockey. So, you know, if you plan on moving here, you better do it real quick because it's going up real fast. So, but that being said, let's go ahead and get into it, folks. Appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Police are tracking down information from a handful of deadly incidents over the weekend. Metro detectives working 4 homicides since Saturday morning. And North Las Vegas police responded to a 5th that's being described as a murder-suicide.
News 3's Denise Rosh is live in downtown Las Vegas. And Denise, that's where the violence began.
Yeah, LaToya, this is where a woman was shot while sitting in a car about 2:30 Saturday morning. We are at 11th Street and Lewis. And from
11th Street and Lewis. Let's go check it out. 11th Street and Lewis. Let's go, guys. 11th Street and Lewis is a downtown area. Or should I say it's close to downtown. Not so much downtown, but very, very, very close. And 11th Street and Lewis is the older part of Vegas. It's one of the oldest parts of Vegas, actually, downtown area. And it's a low income area. What is going on right there? Look like the Matrix or something, man. What is that? But anyway, we're gonna keep it rolling. Holy cow! That's like some Matrix stuff or something, man. What's up? The enemy don't want me making videos, man. I done restarted the video so many times, messing up. The stuff is glitching, and you know, I'm on a new system too. But anyway, it's a low income area. It's predominantly Hispanic. And it's, you can see the casinos back here. It's like literally like 5-10 minutes from the actual Fremont Street Experience, which is the old strip. They call it the old. We call it the old strip. And but it's been revamped and all that. It's really nice down there, and it's literally like 5 minutes from the strip, maybe like 10. I'll show you guys. Fremont Experience. Let's go. And it's literally right 5 minutes from the strip. Got the 4 Queens. Like literally this whole area is the downtown. Get rid of that. This is like the old strip downtown. They got the Circa. They just built that not too long ago. If people don't know, this is actually a PlayStation 5. Like they used the same construct of a PlayStation 5, which is really interesting. And I think they got like a little gaming center in there too, that they have tournaments, but haven't been there. You know, I don't really go to the casinos all that much, but this is the old downtown area, the old strip, that they call it. So whoever's been here and visited know that the Fremont experience. You gotta come to the old strip too, because it's a blast. But anyway, we're gonna keep it rolling. So it's literally 5 minutes. So we're gonna go skip back to St. Louis. Look how quick we get back over there. Let me zoom out a little bit and go back, because it's probably so close too as well. Yeah, it's right here. So that's why I won't even like zoom over, because it's literally right here, you know. And here's the old strip Fremont experience. So it pretty much happened pretty close. So, you know, everybody who comes and visits, be careful though when you're walking around this area, because this area over here, like I said, there's good people in areas and bad people. So when you're walking and stuff like that, be mindful. Think about my video, and just remember I told you, you know, just be on your guard. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people walking on the weekends and all that, but there's lurkers from this whole area over here, or this whole area, that come over here to get y'all money. So you just be mindful, you know what I'm saying? Have you some mace, something like that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if you're not careful, you know, something could happen. But anyway, let's go. I ain't trying to scare y'all though. Vegas is nice. You just gotta, you know, gotta be on point with it though. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So let's go. Let's go back to the story. Let's do it.
From here, detectives have really been going from scene to scene all weekend long. The most recent was just this morning.
It just seems so random right there. That's the only thing first thing I thought, I was like, wow, right there at that intersection.
Raymond Hollinger says his first thought was car accident. Metro Police taping off the corner of Durango and Deer Springs early Monday morning. But it wasn't long before the news spread.
Then when I started reading a little bit about, oh, someone got shot, that was a shock.
Police say it happened just after 2:30. Officers were called to assist on a medical call. What they found was a man suffering from a gunshot wound. He died on scene.
LVMPD believes this is an isolated incident and there is no threat or danger to the public at this time.
And that was Metro's fourth homicide over the long holiday weekend. On Saturday morning, a woman was found shot on 11th Street. She and a friend sitting in a car when two men walked by and opened fire. Then on Sunday, another shooting on NACO Court near Sahara and Rancho.
LVMPD dispatch received.
NACO Court on Sahara and Rancho. All right, so we're gonna go Sahara and Rancho. And Sahara Rancho, this area, this area of the street right here is really close to the new strip. It's a real trafficky area. Sahara is like a main street that goes all the way west to east, all the way from mountain to mountain pretty much. And it's a business area right here. You know, your Chick-fil-A and all that. And you got your Palace Station over here. You got Palace Station right here, which is one of the older casinos here in Vegas. Like one of the oldest casinos. Like I think Palace Station has been here longer than majority of the ones that have been here, because they're starting to demo out all the old ones and rebuild new casinos or whatever. But you can literally see the stratosphere right here. So this incident happened 5 minutes from the strip. Strip is right all over here, and I'll go ahead and show you. I'll zoom it in. I'll just go to the strip and you'll see how close. You see, boom. It's pretty much like 10 minutes away from Sahara and Rancho. And this is the Las Vegas Strip right here. Whoever has never been here before, this is actually where it starts. What's this? That's the Bellagio. Yeah, this is literally where it starts. Let me see something. Oh, this is Flamingo. But yeah, this is the main strip, so it's pretty much 5-10 minutes from the main strip. And this is the main strip, guys. You know, lots of fun here, but you got to be careful of the surrounding areas that are around the strip and the old strip, which is the Fremont experience, if you haven't been. So that incident happened literally not too far from the actual main strip, you know, so and it's right over here. Boom. And NACO court is over here, so this is where the actual incident happened. And these are nice homes over here too. This is an older community as well. This one's a little bit more diverse, opposed to opposed to 11th Street and Lewis, which is a Hispanic area. But this area is more of an older established area. It's a little bit diverse. You got multiple races that live in this area. So this is a little shocking too that this would happen over here, you know, because nothing really happens over here. There's like some really nice homes over here too. One of the last communities that actually have grass, you know, because we got like a water shortage. They don't let you water your grass every day. You know, majority of everybody has like desert landscaping. So this is one of the last communities that actually have real grass in their yard. You know, it's really, really, messed up, really, that we can't really have grass like that. But we got a water shortage, so it is what it is. So, all right, let's go. Let's keep going.
A 911 call from a caller stating he had just found a dead body in one of his bedrooms.
Residents waking up after hosting a house party the night before to find a dead woman in their home.
The occupants that are currently here now, they do not know the victim.
And just hours later, a neighborhood near Nellis Air Force Base hit by violence.
Now this is an area that I grew up in, by the Air Force Base. You know, when you hear that, you be like, what? What can happen close to the Nellis Air Force Base, right? A lot. I grew up in this area. A lot happens around the Air Force Base. Nellis Air Force Base, which is way, way on the east side of Vegas. And this is the Air Force Base, right? So, we're going to keep going with the story.
A teenage boy walking home along Corsair Avenue was followed.
Corsair Avenue, right? Which is, here's the Air Force Base. Corsair is right here. And it's like almost less than 5 minutes to get there. So that's how close it is. But I grew up in this area, and this is a really, really rough area over here. And I know, because I witnessed a lot of things, was a part of things way back when I was young and dumb. But this right here is an area that you definitely want to be with somebody who knows what's what. This right here, let me see if I can go straight to it again. Where's the here it is right here. So this is right here where they call it Pueblo. We called it Pueblo. It says Puebla. But all these apartments right here, there's so much stuff that happened here. So I'm not surprised that this happened here, you know, because this area right here is mad rough. These apartments, a lot of stuff has happened. You know, I have stories of when I was in my 20s and we was running amok, and we've been in these apartments right here, and it is mad rough. It is mad rough. But you know, it is what it is. You know, you still have good people in those areas, but you got the thugs too, and you got the guys who's looking for a come up. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So Let's keep going with the story.
Followed by a group of young men and shot in the street, bullet holes tearing through a parked car. In this case, an arrest was made. 18-year-old Damian Delgado, now booked for open murder. Back on Durango and Deer Springs.
$6 you change your license.
Now, Durango and Deer Springs is a real shocker. That is the shocking of all the shootings that happened in the different areas. I'm not surprised for all the other ones, except for the Rancho Sahara. But this one right here is like, yo, really? So we're going to go to Durango and Deer Springs. Now look how far that is. That is like way. This is like a newer part of of Vegas right here. Nothing happens over here. No, I mean nothing. This is maybe the first incident I've heard of somebody actually getting like murdered and shot in this area. It's a good area. They got because there's a hospital. This right here is Centennial Hospital, I believe, and it's just a good area, you know, shopping. They got a shopping center somewhere close by with a Burlington's, and this is just a shocking area for somebody to get shot. And so when I heard that, I'm like, what? Really? Like, but stuff can happen anywhere, right? So it is what it is. Let's go with the story and see what happened.
In your smokes.
Thank you, sir.
Hollinger works at one of the few 24-hour businesses in the area. And while customers are buzzed in at night for security reasons, he says what happened on Monday is surprising.
And I've worked at this location 8 years, and it's usually stuff like that doesn't happen around here.
Right, exactly.
And if you know anything about that case or any of these others, you can give Crime Stoppers a call at 702-385-5555. You can remain anonymous. Reporting live in downtown Las Vegas, Denise Roche, News 3.
A lot of detective work ahead. Hopefully they will get some tips coming in. Denise, thank you.
Authorities in North Las
Let me show you how to block this ad. First, you're gonna click on this video, then you're gonna download Pi. It's an ad blocker that's
So yeah, folks, that's pretty much it right there. I just wanted to give you a little insight of all the different areas that all these shootings were happening, but the most shocking was the Deer Springs area, just like the guy said at the Molly's pub or whatever. That stuff like that don't happen over here. Like, excuse me. So it was like, he's right, but you know, you can't stop stuff from happening. You know, there's bad people everywhere that's just, you know what I'm saying, demons, and just taking their frustration out the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And it's an unfortunate situation. And all my condolences goes out to, you know, all the victims who were killed or whatever, and their families. I hope they, you know, be able to heal over time, you know, and be able to get over something like that. You know, it's a tough thing. I think we've all been through somebody dying, you know, or unalived, should I say. I don't want to get my page stricken or nothing, but everybody's been through that, and it's tough. It's hard to get over something like that, and my heart goes out to them. But with that being said, you know, hit me up in the comments. You know, make sure you guys leave me some comments. And if you have any input or whatever, I feel like I'm getting better. I'm making sure my volume is right and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to keep you guys entertained the best way I can possible. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going until I get more seasoned and better. And better at using Google Earth and all that good stuff, you know. So with that being said, I'm about to sign out. This is AD, aka AD Beats LV and LV, and you guys stay safe out there in the world, you know what I'm saying, and hug your loved ones. I'm out.